Horseradish has a hot history. The ancient Greeks used it as an aphrodisiac. They also rubbed it on sore body parts to alleviate pain. During the Renaissance, eating horseradish made its way from Central Europe to England. By the late 1600s, it was customary among the British to eat horseradish with beef and oysters. At the root of this hot condiment is a root. You peel away an outer skin to access a thick white flesh. Chewing or grinding the flesh releases enzymes, which produce horseradish's heat, the plant's natural defense mechanism against predators. Horseradish is a leafy flowering plant with a thick central root called the mother root and smaller offshoots called sets. After culling the mother root, farmers replant the sets, each of which will spawn a new plant. At harvest time, the first farm machine chops down the plants to ground level and rakes the leaves out of the way. Then a horseradish harvester digs up the roots. As the roots bounce onto a mesh conveyor belt, most of the soil breaks off and falls back onto the ground. You have to keep horseradish cold to keep it hot, so the roots go directly into a cooler. The temperature is just above freezing and the humidity high, so the roots retain their moisture. To grind them fresh from the field would produce horseradish with a grassy flavor, so the roots spend about a month in the cooler. Only then are they ready for processing. At the horseradish factory, a machine washes the roots in cold water. Then a conveyor belt runs the roots through a final rinse. Workers carefully inspect the roots. They pick out any debris and discard any dark roots that would sully the whiteness of the final product. Next, the roots travel to the automated grinding system. The conveyor belt has built-in scales that control how much goes into the grinder at a time. The grinder works like a giant food processor. While grinding, it automatically feeds in a specific amount of vinegar. This stops the enzyme reaction, preventing heat from escaping. The grinder also automatically adds water and salt brine. The salt adds flavor and keeps the horseradish from browning. Next, the horseradish moves into a blender. This is where the factory adds the extra ingredients for specialty flavors, such as fresh cream for cream-style horseradish. A pumping system transfers it from the blender to a holding tank. Inside the tank, mixing blades continuously turn to prevent the ingredients from separating. En route to the filling station, the inside of every single glass container gets a blast of air to blow out any debris. The filling process is entirely automated. The machine grabs each container, aligns it under a nozzle, then squirts the horseradish inside. The filled containers move on a conveyor to the capping machine. There, a spinning head descends, screwing a plastic cap to the container. Next, the containers move to the labeler. It applies glue to the back of the labels, then slaps one on to every container. From there, the containers go off to cold storage until shipping time. Shipping via refrigerated truck, of course. Prepared horseradish has a 7-month shelf life, thanks to the vinegar and salt, which act as natural preservatives. Those critical ingredients maintain the color, flavor, and heat until you're ready to eat.